We move on to day 3 of the Star Sports Festival of Racing now, and we're getting into the final previews for the week. And we kick things off with the 2:30. It's the 5.5 furlong, celebrating David Dark's 80th birthday handicap, a Class 6 event. And Ed, this is a great race for you. Tell us why.
It's named after my dad, so I better find the winner of this one. Obviously, he won't forgive me, but he turned 80 last week, and Star kind enough to name a race after him. So must pass my gratitude on to Star. So hopefully, So I think he's going there later, and he knows quite a few people there, so should be a nice day for him.
Yeah, it really will. I'm looking forward to the final day. Some excellent races, some open-looking contests. And this race here, I was looking through the field, Ed, and I see Tony Carroll, who once again had a great day yesterday. Star Sports offered a special on the website for how many winners he'd have, and there were 5-1 on him to have 3 winners yesterday, which did land. But he's got Boom the Groom in here. Now, I looked at this and thought, how does a 12-year-old win a race like this? But the last time Tony Carroll actually won this race was back in 2018 with Time Medician, who was actually 12 when winning this race. Do you think Boom the Groom could go and do it and be the story of the day?
Oh, he's been a great servant for him. I think he won the dash on Derby Day a few years ago, and 12-year-old sprinters are a bit rare, aren't they? But he has got a chance. He's down in the weights. It was a bit disappointing last time at Bath, but you can't rule any Tony Carroll horses out around Brighton, can you? So he must have a chance.
And who are you going to be with in the opener then?
I'm going to go with Mr. Fayez. I thought it ran quite well last time. Second here, a couple of runs on the 9th of June. Has gone up a bit in the weights, but it's a really competitive handicap, and that's the one I landed on. Yeah,
Mr. Fires, the Dylan Cunha stable. I mean, they've come here before, and this horse currently around 4-1 with Star, so not a bad bet in the opening race. The second race, the 3 o'clock, is a 2-year-old contest. It's a maiden stakes over 6 furlongs. There's been plenty of support for the top 2 in the market, Can Do and Sparklight here. Ed, who are you going to be with in the 3 o'clock?
I'm with Can Do here. I thought it improved last time with a stable change to Archie Watson. I thought it was quite a good second last time. The newcomers seem fairly weak in the market, so I would have thought they could compare the front 2. And I thought he's rated 69. I think he should be able to pick up a little maiden like this. I thought that'd be the one for me.
Yeah, Can Do, having its second run for Archie Watson after coming over from Ireland. My nap will be in this race, but we'll get to that right at the end. The 3:30 is the Francis Bennett 80th birthday handicap. Plenty of birthdays on the card today. The Class 5 event here, over 10 furlongs. Another open-looking contest. Plenty of these today. There's no real strong favourites in the markets today, so it is going to be tough for punters. But who's going to win this one?
Yes, another one that's 7-2 to field, and might be something to see here with his 80th birthday, so quite unusual there. Really competitive. My selection is the bottom one, Sun Festival. It's a previous course and distance winner. I thought it ran quite well last time, 3rd for Joseph Parr, off 58. It's workable mark. In what is a really wide open race, I thought that'd be my selection at the bottom.
Yeah, horses for courses. Sun Festival is certainly one of those around sort of the 9-2 mark. Sun Festival fed in the 3:30. The feature on day 3 of the festival is the 4 o'clock. It's the Harry Bloom Memorial Brighton Bullet Handicap. This is a Class 4 event over 6 furlongs. A real burn-up down the hill. And despite having 3 non-runners in here, Ed, we still have a field of 11, which is excellent for a race like this.
Oh, fantastic. And another 5-1 the field race. It looks really, really competitive there for the punters today to find some winners. So hopefully we can help them with our little preview. I quite like Granary Queen here. Just touched off there yesterday, and actually I think we all thought in the office it held on. One of Tony Carroll's surprise came late and swooped it and beat it on the line. I thought a quick reappearance, which we've already seen this week. Loads of horses seem to come down, must stay down for the weekend like yourself, Sam, and just keep running well. But Granary Queen, a bit unlucky yesterday not to hold on, and hopefully can go one better today. Yeah,
it's one of those things I love about this festival. You see plenty of horses running multiple times over the 3 days. And Granary Queen, second yesterday, but could run really well today, currently around a 6-1 shot. The 4:35 is the Star Sports Festival of Racing Handicap, a Class 6 event over 6 furlongs. And Porfin currently looks like he's topping the market with a form figures that look like a sound check, to be honest. 3-3-2, 3-1-2. This horse has won here before, but again, another open-looking race despite 7 runners.
Yeah, exactly. Another open race. I would be with Porfin. I thought winning Newmarket 2 runs ago, was probably better form than most of these would be up to. Ran second yesterday at Yarmouth, so whether it's going to make a reappearance, we'll have to wait. Currently still running, and looking at the market, it's strong enough to suggest it will run. Obviously, running before it gets reassessed, so it's kind of £5 penalty, but I think it'll go up more than the £5 when the handicap reassesses them next week. So, yeah, Poor Fan, course and distance winner. I think it'll go well.
Yeah, Poor Fin fared. I actually think that the Gary Moore horse might run well here. I mean, despite being only rated 48, but this horse has been dropping down the weights. And Gary Moore hasn't had a winner yet this week. A local trainer had mentioned that at the start of the week. I think you could see this horse go really well, and that is Reckon I'm Hot for the Moore stable. And the final race on the card, despite the fact we have got an Arab race to end the card, but the final race on the card will be the 505 that we're previewing. It's the Star Sports Best Odds Guaranteed Handicap Class 6 event over 7 furlongs this time. Harry the Haggler topping the market for the Stuart Williams stable. Tony Carroll horse has been well backed. I've been mentioning Mr. TC all week, referencing Tony Carroll, but he's actually got a horse in here called TC, well backed, around sort of the 11-2 mark at the moment. Ed, what do we make of this one?
Yeah, I mean, you probably have to go leap of faith rate 59 with it, but Tony Carroll, he knows the time of day more than any trainer here. I thought Harry Hagler would be an interesting one, dropping back in trip, which you can see you definitely have to stay at Brighton. Harry Hagler for me, I think, here in the last race.
Yeah, Harry the Haggler, favourite to end the card for Ed. Our naps for day 3 now, and we're going to hopefully land a couple of winners today on the final day. And my nap's going to come in the 3 o'clock at Brighton, which is the maiden stakes. Very rarely do I nap up a 2-year-old, but I've gone back and looked at Sparklight's run for the Eve Johnson Horton stable. This horse has been second twice. Now, go back and look at this horse's last run at Kempton, where this horse was travelling so strong on the front end, was beaten late by Lincoln Legacy, who battled back to win that race. Now, Lincoln Legacy actually ran at Glorious Goodwood last week in a nursery handicap, a Class 2 event, and ran really well, finished 6th for 13. And you actually look at the horses behind Lincoln Legacy in that nursery handicap, and they were good horses who had run well at the Epsom Derby meeting. So you've got to look at that form and think he's going to go really well. I think around sort of 3-1 current price, but I just want to take a chance against Can Do, who's had multiple runs and hasn't got his head in front as of yet. I know the stable change may make a difference, but I'm going to take a chance with Sparklight for the Eve Johnson Horton stable in the 3 o'clock at Brighton. Ed, your nap for day 3?
It will be the second last race, which is at 4:30, be Poor Fan. I just thought it's just a little bit class above these from the Newmarket and Manuel at Yarmouth yesterday. Providing it runs, so I'll give it an alternative as well in a second, just in case it's a non-runner. But for me, Poor Fan in the 4:35, course and distance winner. I think it's still ahead of the handicap before it gets reassessed, and it looks like it's set for a big run.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think Poor Fan is a good bet here. Phil McEntee is a very strong favourite this, and I mean, like I say, I might actually forecast this up with Reckon I'm Hot. But that's our naps for day 3 of the festival.